Welcome to Audubon at Home. My name is Ianna, and today we are reading The Best Beak in Boonaroo Bay by Narelle Oliver. The Best Beak in Boonaroo Bay. On most days, Boonaroo Bay is a calm and quiet place, but this was not always so. One morning, not so very long ago, the birds began to bicker. And it wasn't a little scuffle over food or nesting places. They were quarreling about something much more serious. Who has the best beak in Boonaroo Bay? My beak has the most exquisite shape, declared the royal spoonbill. Exquisite, scoffed the darter. I can't imagine how you catch anything with that monstrosity. Of course, nothing is quite so handsome and useful as a hook, proclaimed the cormorant. A hook, spluttered the curlew. A hook is no match for my slender, curved beak. The best kind of beak, insisted the oyster catcher, is a strong, sharp wedge, just like mine. And so the argument continued, long and loud. Finally, the wise old pelican spoke. If you must decide who has the best beak in Boonaroo Bay, a contest is the answer. The birds were most impressed with this idea, and so they began to plan. Best Beak Contest. Attention beak owners. Time. First magpie call after return of the shearwater. Place. Where Curlew Creek meets Pelican Point. Conditions of entry. 1. Entry is free and open to all Boonaroo Bay resident beak owners. 2. This is a contest of skill and chance. Pays no part. 3. The judge's decision will be final, and no further bickering will be entered into. 4. The prize medals are not transferable and cannot be exchanged for worms, fish, clams, etc. In the twinkling of a sandpiper's eye, it was time for the contest to proceed. There are 5 events, announced the pelican. The bird who wins most of these events will have, without a feather of a doubt, the best beak in Boonaroo Bay. Easy, muttered the spoonbill. Let us begin, continued the pelican. To win the first event, you must collect the shrimp from the shallow mud near the mangroves. With his wide beak swishing from side to side, the royal spoonbill sieved the mud quickly and thoroughly. In no time he had gathered a pile of shrimp, while the other birds had none. I knew my beak was the best, squawked the spoonbill. The contest is not finished yet, interrupted the pelican. To win the next event, the contestant must spear a fish. Before the others had even flinched a feather, the darter disappeared and then emerged. Superbly spiked, cried the pelican. However, the contest is still not over. To win the next event, you must extract a clam from its rock-hard shell. The birds began to hammer and prod, except for the oyster catcher. Carefully, she forced her strong chisel beak between 2 parts of the shell, and snap! Expertly opened, exclaimed the pelican. But of course, 2 events still remain. The winner of the next event must find a worm deep down in the sand. This time, only the curlew knew what to do. A perfect plunge, remarked the pelican. Now, for the last event, you must catch a slippery, slithery eel. Impossible, declared the spoonbill. But the cormorant did not hear him. Magnificently hooked, shouted the pelican. And congratulations to all. "This can't be," spluttered the spoonbill. "I'm afraid so," replied the darter. "It seems incredible, but it appears that we are all winners. And indeed, there is no very best beak in Boonaroo Bay." Now there is no need for bickering in Boonaroo Bay. Once again, it is a calm and quiet place, except for a splash here and a snap there, as each beak hunts in its own best way. The end. Thank you for joining us for Audubon at Home.